So it's been a few weeks since we've done this and I want to go over the teams. Because we've now got double playstyle pluses, we had a crazy evo yesterday with the fact that you can get a double playstyle plus. Granted, it's finesse and press proven. It is the first evo we've had that A goes over the 90 rated, 91 rated it goes to, as well as then having the first double playstyle plus. Now obviously when it comes to a lot of players, we've obviously got Hazard with a double, we've got many other top end names with Haaland, with Vinny, De Jong, Hansen, all with various different playstyle pluses on them. We still have a few that obviously didn't get the double, which is fair enough. Some of them with the 99 stats, and then also with a 5-star, 5-star, 5-4 upgrade, and most definitely some lovely upgrades in general. Now, obviously with this, the price of the market is absolutely on its knees. We are down massively, which is no different to any other game. The market does tend to crash around about now anyway. People are obviously getting a lot more fodder players, and also there is just a lower need for some cards, and that just naturally happens. The big thing is the fact that the golds are non-existent whatsoever in this game anymore. I think now we've got like less than 10 players above 100k. We've obviously got Mbappe at 2 million now, 500 for Vinny, 250 now for Teo, and that's it. Hansen at 98, Leao at 54, 53 for Valverde, 45 for Virgil. The market has absolutely plummeted when it comes to prices. There was like 10 2 weeks ago that you could have got. Leao being one of them, Valverde, Virgil, Salah was definitely up there, and I think Putellas was there as well. There is a crazy amount down at the moment, so if you are starting the game as brand new, the gold team does look pretty obtainable at this point. Hansen at 98k is still a fantastic right-hand sided player. It's just the fact that now we have multiple versions. We have her inform, her lovely Centurions, now the winter wildcard, and obviously the 95 was just a loan anyway. So let's get into the teams and see what we've actually got. We've got squad builder updated. Oh, add tactics as well. Oh, very nice, but that's not what we're here for. So if you're looking for coins, head to the description of the video, have a look at U7, click go to site, and you'll be transported straight to the coin page for FC25. There is plenty of mounts, and we know full well that U7 are the cheapest, safest, reliablest coins that you can get out there. Once selected your product, click buy, and you'll also be given a newcomer an extra bonus per time. Then obviously head over to the discount, type in JT11 for your discount code, and you'll be able to get that lovely 6% off every single time. And there is also massive creators that are on screen that are also affiliated with U7 Buy. And if that's not enough to convince you, there is lots of different reviews that you can go on Trustpilot and have a look for yourselves. Safe, reliable, and fast. I do like that Footbin have added though the stats, so you can obviously add the tactic as well with the custom tag that you've got. I don't know how many people are actually going to do it, but regardless. So, first and foremost, I do want to see a 100k team, just because I'm interested to see what they're at now. We see a bit of... What on earth is that? Let's go back from that. Let's try again. Do I have to click this? Oh, there we go. Okay, so we're looking at 93,000. We've obviously got Nico. You could obviously go and put an Evo in this as well, but that would technically rise the value because the Evos do cost. But you're looking at Keane at 44. The free Bellingham, he's going to be featured in everywhere. He is incredible if you've got him. He is just a brilliant card. We've got Tomori at 6k, Undogi 11k, Chiesa extinct at Juventus, but he might have got him early on. Obviously, you've got Loftus-Cheek, Barella, so a pretty standard team. This is pretty much a day one team now, really. You could get that SBC fodder pretty quickly, so that's always an interesting point. So then if we have a look at one more, is there a player that... Let's have a look at Courtois. No, we're not going to go with that one. We need 11 players in there. We've got money. That's not really going to work either, to be honest. So it seems like pretty much the bog standard here. It's not necessarily going to go crazy. We have got a bit of a Bundesliga team for 82,000. Malin obviously being free from Season 2. Grimaldo only 13k. Bit of Sane, Musiala, Openda, Wirtz. Got a bit of Sabitzer in the middle. It's a very standard team. So this is kind of like the level that we're seeing for the 100,000. There's nothing too crazy, but it probably is more of your day one squad, if anything. I feel like a lot of people now should definitely be in the 500 to a million at the minimum. I just think that is the pricing that we should be looking at now, especially if you are playing this game consistently. When we look at this team, we will see a lot more Evos. I think they have gone absolutely spectacular with these Evos. When you kind of look through all of them that we've got, like we've got the 91 Attack and Avalanche. Granted, it is paid for, but that is a pretty big upgrade for anybody. So I would suggest that, to be honest, being worth it. I'd even say, as far as the points could be worth actually doing that one, if you're not got a mega team already. If you've got a mega team, then 250 should be like a week or two's worth of stuff to actually get the coins. But then you've got the winter wingback. You can obviously put a Walker in there. You could also put him in the defensive minded as well, so you can have the double upgrade for him for free. So that's a right back sorted for quite some time. We have the incisive deep line playmaker. You have the fullback glow up again if you really wanted to. A bit of a centre back one. We have some kind of cams and striker ones as well. All of these happening at the exact same time is a very nice section. So I expect to see a lot more Evos in here, unless we're looking at the millions upon millions of coins. Like, obviously, Konate is going to have a great shout. Virgil's going to have a great shout still. I still think Virgil is absolutely insane, and it just shows, not necessarily going too much off pros, but we're seeing Herrero from them. We're seeing Gold Virgil, Gold Teo, Courtois, pretty standard players across the board. I believe everybody in the pro scene on the last event, or the last day of the event, had a Gold Virgil. They're only allowed 2 gold players in their team, so it was obviously just picking him, but it was also an 8 million coin budget, so they could have gone for better if they really wanted to, yet they all still chose Virgil. It's always an interesting one why they didn't go for an Mbappe. I know it takes a big budget, but considering the gold market at the moment, it's interesting to see who they actually do take. Now, obviously they can make anybody look good, so it's not necessarily the biggest thing in the world, but it is very interesting to see who they actually take when they've got the choice of anybody. We've got another team, 173, bit of Greasy still up there. We've obviously got, Moreno? We then got, Brahim Diaz, I forgot about him. Bellingham, Marquinhos, Frankowski, Nuno Mendes, Simon, and we've got him. To be fair, I think he can go in an upgrade as well, actually. And then we've got Sakina for free as well from an objective. So plenty of decent players across the board there, but I do think this is kind of your standard now. Like, I would say after a week, you should be looking at a team like this. Maybe a couple of players you might not have, especially if you've got icons in here, just because obviously they're not the easiest to get as such. Like, you've got to be lucky in some people's case if they have got themselves. That's a good back line. Militao with the upgrade. Maicon's incredible. Ferland Mendy has plenty of upgrades as well, and I do like that Romero, but he does need a playstyle plus. We've got Okafor. Okay, looking for AC Milan. I like it. This is the point. This is probably the most fun you have on the game, is making a full Evo of your team. If you're rocking that out, honestly, the teams that you could make at the moment are going to be absolutely nuts. Leao obviously coming in a lot cheaper now makes it easier for the AC Milan, and it's looking a pretty good team, to be honest. So that's always nice in general. So let's bump up the budget a little bit. Let's have a look at that million coin then. So first and foremost, what do we got? Ooh, okay. So we've obviously got the 250. That's going to take a big, hefty price budget there. We have Milner for free. We have Hamsik Prime Hero. Donnarumma, standard with Marquinhos, Nuno Mendes. Bit of Walker, who could obviously go into the free evolution. Salah coming in really cheap now. And then Virgil. And we've got a couple on the bench that's not going to add too much of the value. Very nice team. We've then got 850. We've got Nico, who more than likely will go with the upgrade. Griezmann, Saka from an SBC. Obviously, Patry, Konate, Virgil. It's going to be the biggest cheat code getting the Konate because he is a free value on this. And same as Milner. Don't know if I'd quite say Milner's worth the put in there, but he was a nice card. I'm never going to complain at a free card. We then have Alisson, Baresi, Molina, Rudiger, Mendy. They've gone with Bonmati over Bellingham. I mean, they're both good cards. I just think Bellingham was absolutely clear in my opinion. But if you've got a Liga F team, if you obviously went and got Hansen in there, Patry, Putellas, Bonmati if you wanted, and then obviously Salma's got a really nice 91 you can put in as well. But Nunez, still unbelievable there. I'm very interested to see if Nani's in this team, which he is, and he's got the free chem. Obviously gone Gyökeres up front. He could go in the 91 as well from his base, but I would say if you could get the Thunderstruck, it's going to be much better. Got a bit of Milan as well with Pulisic, Loftus and Reyners. Tomori's obviously in there. We've got Carvalho. We've got Howard. Okay, I mean, it's not terrible. I'm surprised it has managed to get the full chem. How's Estepina getting the chem here? He's got Brighton. He's got Prem. He's obviously got Prem with Howard there. Has he got any other Prem? How on earth is that get? Unless the Prime Hero gives you more of an upgrade. I am surprised. That might count for 2. Oh, of course, he's a Globetrotter. I was thinking, how is he getting the full chem on that? But obviously, it's Globetrotters get the double upgrade, so Howard would actually work out there. Let's have a look. Then we've got a bit of Lewandowski. Don't really see him too much. Rodrigo in the 88, very nice. Lawan Rush. Zaire Emery, obviously Dembele, nice. He's got Boy, Saliba, Donnarumma, Mascherano in the upgrade, Valverde, Sakina, and Rafinha. Pretty standard team. It's quite nice. Then if we look at a bit of Maicon, wherever... Oh, he's got him in the right mid. That's interesting. Don't really think I've seen him in the right mid. Got a very interesting team. Adama still up front. Obviously a bit of Rashi. Savinho, Batcha, Carragher... Okay, I mean, I don't think that would be kind of my team. I think at the moment, in terms of teams, the way that I look at it in terms of like a 4-4-2, because I think that's... I know 4-3-3 is definitely a standard as well, but my standard formation, we would look at... Where is the 4-4-2? I'm blind. So I would go, personally, Courtois in goal. I think he's just as standard as you like. I think then you'd be looking at a Walker with obviously the upgrade as well. So if we can change the Evo, we can make him into... It's... oh, okay, yeah, so we can go down. I was going to say, he can go up to 87, I'm pretty sure. Or is it just 86? Oh, no, I made him into... He can... I think he can be 87, but it's just... adding another Evo on top as well. So say we put aerial dominance just for the sake of it. It obviously wouldn't be chip shot, but you know what I mean. He's 87. Then obviously you'd be looking at a Virgil. I think he's still very good for the price that you go. I think Konate is definitely up there in terms of a rating. I have seen that some people are not necessarily liking him as much. Personally, I have got Rush Tomori there, but I'm thinking of a standard team. Then, obviously, if we're looking at someone like Teo, I think he is kind of standard when it comes to the gold. We'd then look on the right-hand side. Now, this is where it gets a little bit tricky because I've had to keep Adama here. I love Malin there, but at the minute, I just don't have him there, really. That is the problem because, obviously, he can't get the links. So I think the easiest option you could go for limited coins spended would be a Salah. I still think he'd be incredible there. Obviously, he could keep with the Adama to keep the coins down, but 30k is 30k. In the midfield, Bellingham is going to be one of the easiest options to keep costs down. And then going next to him, at this point, you could go with Valverde. I have Schneider there for the double incisive, but that will eventually change once we get another player with a double playstyle plus, and incisive is one of them. The left-hand side, at the moment, we've got Vinny. Obviously, a very, very big price budget with 940. But you could go for someone like a Rashford and go for the aerial dominance. We're going to go with Nico and put him in there because he was the most sought after in that, I'm pretty sure. So if we look at him in the popular, I'm pretty sure he... Oh, Thuram's in there. Oh, of course, because you go to the aerial dominance. I mean, that's going to be... what is it? The aerial... You go acrobatic style, that's what it was. And it makes him into a left wing, giving him the attacking avalanche as well. But Nico was coming in as the number 1 spot. So if we put him in there, and then we'll obviously put him in his 91. Then if we're looking up front, to be honest, you're kind of looking at a big boy here. You've got to go for at least one of them. So I think, if anything, we'd be looking at a lot of... I've seen a lot of pros at the minute trying out a bit of Socrates. And then you've kind of got to go with French. So Mbappe would be the first shout. Obviously, that's going to add a little bit of time, a little bit of budget. So if we just went in for like a budget Griezmann here, 215, you're looking at 1.5 mil, and I'd say that's pretty standard across the board. Like Konate's free, Bellingham was free with the Ultimate Edition. You're looking at 250 points, but you could take that cost away with points if you really wanted to. Virgil's cheap as chips. Walker was 2 free evolutions, I'm pretty sure. Then you've obviously got Valverde at 50. It's really then only kind of like Socrates is an SBC, so the cost is totally different. Teo's 250, and then Griezmann's 215. I mean, the pricing of all of that really isn't that terrible. So that's kind of where I'm at with all of these squads. So if we do up it that little bit more, we'll kind of go to the 2 mil zone to see where people are at with that. So if we look... We've got Cristiano, who's going to have plenty of Evos as well. They've obviously gone for his Globetrotters at 1.3. I think that is, as I say, yeah, that is actually his Globetrotters. I was hoping that won an Evo, but everybody else is. You got Shaqiri, so many different cards. We look like we've gone for quite a heavy Switzerland team, and then just threw Ronaldo in there. I don't know why we're kind of going with that, but it works. We're looking then. I'm looking for as close to 2 mil as possible, just to see what we got. We're Sissoko, Ribery, Smith. It's kind of a bit harder with icons because the budget is just blown. Like 750 for Smith is absolutely crazy. You just don't need to spend that much anymore. We've got Socrates, obviously missing a centre-back. Virgil would be absolutely fine. Nico, Mendy, Rudiger. Elise is at 85. A bit of Sane on the right. Boy as well. So we are getting some prime Bundesliga in here as well. We then have a bit of Vinny, who's obviously going to be 940. Adama up front. Martinelli, who can go in the upgrade as well, so that would be brilliant for his right-hand side. It's my personal downfall. I have Vinny Player of the Month. I have Rashford in the Avalanche. I then have Socrates. I have Son, who I really like with a finesse. Martinez with a finesse. Mbappe. I've got so many on the left-hand side. I need a right-sided player. Molina, Bellingham, Roberto's going to get an upgrade soon. And a bit of Van der Ven as well. Very, very nice indeed. We'll look at 1.5. Del P, Crespo, Gerrard, Sissoko. You can kind of see the same sort of players coming up now. Bar from maybe 1 or 2 they've got from like an upgrade pack or something. Got Greasy, Putellas. Got a bit of Peugeot on the left. Elise on the right. Gattuso, Buffon, forgot about him to be honest. Konate, a bit of a waste now unfortunately, but it could have been prior to this anyway. Lorente and also Francescowski, you know who I mean. Then we go into a bit of Conte. Oh yeah, Globetrotters of course. Then obviously Talisca, Diaby, Chiesa. Chiesa, very rare to find now. I don't really see him that much. Gravenberch in the middle, and then we've got 2 golds down the side. Simican, it's not Simican, is it? It is Simican. Why would I go for the A6? I mean, he might have just missed out on it, but that definitely was the move if he was looking there. So let's go up one more budget to see where we're at with the big boys now. Like this 2.2 to 5, I think is where you're kind of looking now as someone who's played the game consistently, maybe spent a little bit of money on the game and got considerably lucky. Like we've got a bit of Kaka, Matuidi, Vinny. Like that's some really big pack pulls if you manage to get them. Like Kaka in general is just a crazy, crazy card. 4-5. I love whenever he gets the full upgrade to a 5-5 as well. It's just that next level. I have been seeing a lot more of Zidane now. I don't know if they've been loans because sometimes it glitches and I don't get to see the team, but a lot of Zidane's popping up. And I know we did get the loan of him, or at least you got the pick of him. So I was interested to see. And this is kind of what I want to do. I want to put Mbappe on the left. I find that his quick step is going to be more vital there, but I want him on the right. I need to be able to put a right wing on him. So I'm hoping for some sort of evolution soon. You got Vinny on the bench. That is literally my worst nightmare. So if we keep going, we got 4.1. We're looking at Odin. Oh, he's got loads on the bench. So it kind of gets rid of the value of it, to be honest. Let's have a look. We've got Thuram, very good striker. Got a free World Tour card. Bellingham, Cruyff, Hazard, Cole, Varane. Still rocking the Varane is fair enough. Buffon, this is like an SBC team or upgrade team from Gamble Packs. Got a bit of Rodri. We got him in the, yeah, we can say we got him in the Centurions. Pretty much at this sort of budget, everybody has like kind of just that unique style of team. Everybody rocking the 4-3-3 as well. That's the thing to always look at when you're looking at the game, because there is a lot of people rocking that same sort of formation. It might be just the ones I'm clicking on that kind of have it, but it seems to be this sort of style. It's gone for a Verne, can go the 91. Greasy, Salah, Valverde, Bellingham, Gundogan, Van der Ven, Cordoba. Would change him to Konate in my opinion. I'd probably even change Griezmann to Nunez, but I do like the finesse shot. That's the only thing. I'm kind of more partial to a finesse shot than I am a power shot. We've obviously got El Shawari, we've got Scholesy. Did get him, but I haven't really given him a major go yet because we've got Schneider and Bellingham in there at the moment. They both have the incisive, so it works really well for them at the moment. So it's always interesting to see how people utilise others. We then have Patry, Yaya, very nice. Nani in there, Smith, Hansen, Koyunde, Konate, Martinez. Okay, bit of Van der Ven with the block plus, very nice, and a bit of Cole as well. So pretty standard teams. You can kind of get a gist of kind of where people are going. We've got a bit of Messi in this one as well with the Rush, Nunez, Son. Then obviously go Modric, Bellingham, Cass, Konate, Virgil, Molina, Buffon, Zanetti. Very, very nice. And even having a bit of bench. The teams are pretty stacked and standard at the moment. It will be very interesting to see where the shift goes in like two to three promos, because then we should have, wow, a lot more with the double playstyle plus. That is always going to be very interesting. And I kind of, I like that Rodrigo, but then also I'm like, the Evos will definitely get there pretty quickly with him. But anyway, let me know down below what is the price of your team. Do you know what it is? Is it a couple of mil? Is it under a mil? Let me know what yours is. Peace.